I like seeing if Josh Allen can take this team to new heights. I like new pinnacles. Whatever they want to say is for his narrative. I was like, they have been hit. They've been hitting that he over here. I feel like he's sort of been doing it on purpose. I feel like he's been doing it on purpose. To be honest. Uh, all right, that's good enough. Close enough. I was like little shine on the place. Hey, I was like, hey, how is the light even coming through? That's crazy. Anyway, I was like, it's been an all right game. Jack, I was like, Trevor Lawrence made, of course, his the interception. I was like, the Bills, they fumbled but couldn't capitalize. I was like, Trevor Lawrence couldn't capitalize on that. Otherwise, everybody be over here biting their teeth right now because they'd be like, "Oh my God, my boy Trevor Lawrence." I mean, I was like, Josh Allen's down 14-3. I like his team that are doing enough for him. But I was like Keon Coleman. I was like Kyle Cole passes Shakir, who I keep saying is their best receiver. It's not my fault that none of y'all that they don't throw in the ball. I was like Brandon Cooks. I was like had the chance. I was like to be a threat. Gabe Davis coming back. It. My bad. That is kind of crazy though. He only spent 1 year there. And I was like signing the contract, and then he already is out. Josh Allen sat by. Boo. Boo. Not that his name is hyphenated, just the fact that I'm like he could have just been Josh Allen Hines, but no. No, boo. Totally. I was like it's a lot better when it's Josh Allen versus Josh Allen. It's crazy because I was like, no matter how this game goes for Josh Allen, he's in a win-win situation. If he wins this, all people would be like, what they gonna say now? What they gonna say now? They said he couldn't do it. It's like nobody said that. Everybody's saying that this is his best year with a sorrier team. Everybody's just saying like he got a sorrier team, but everybody's saying that. But if he's gonna do it, he'll be the one to do it. He basically cooking with cash, money in his hand, in the pot, all that other thing. But if he loses, it'd be like, oh, well, the team ain't come through for him. He was sorry, but his number looked great. It wasn't on him, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, the false starts. Dun dun. I was like, nah, they'll get something. They'll get something. I mean, well, most of the teams don't ever like try to go for fourth down in that type of way, so they'll just go all for the whole 10 or nothing at all. Okay, see, that's actually something. I like most teams don't do that. Most teams don't try to go and get a couple yards here. And the thing is, the Bills' defense has been playing a lot better since everybody was talking about how much they suck. Like they haven't really been getting ran on the same way they was at the first half of the year. Like those numbers aren't going to be on the average of it because it was so bad early on, but Pretty much, I was like, it's fine. He's fine. Uh, he makes it. Also, it's crazy that the dude that can be nailing kicks from like 80 yards down the field missed the kick. I mean, I guess that's the kind of game it's going to be. It's going to be a whole game that's like. I mean, like, don't get me surprised. Don't get me wrong. I was like, I could see this game ended up being like 24, you know, something like that, 24-21 or something. But I was like, I think it's going to be a slow grind to get to that level of games. Um, but yeah, I was like, well, we're gonna have to see how this game goes. Trevor Lawrence actually been playing, but I was like, he been playing pretty well. And I was like, I said, I think that Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen can basically play each other to a head. It all just depends on which defense is going to let stuff go. Uh, I was like, the Bills have held up their half of that whole fight, getting an interception and making sure that they're not scoring. Um, I was like, I do need the Jaguar to probably be a little bit more aggressive because I think you could be aggressive on this team or whatever. You pretty much outside of Travis Hunter, which I mean, you got your uh, amount of weapons. I was like, I don't know if Washington. I was like, I know they said talking about Washington or something like that on the side of the line or whatever, but I was like, we'll have to see how that is. But I was like, I think this is really more of an even game than people were giving it. Like Jacksonville is playing on all cylinders, but does that mean that they're also the best team? They're the hot team, but are they the best team? So I was like that. I was like, that's what Mr. Allen has to deal with. And I feel like especially now that Kansas City isn't there, that a lot of people are rooting for Mr. Allen. They're like, oh my gosh, he needs to win. He needs to have a championship because then he's the greatest ever, the greatest of all time. He's so fantabulous and all whatnot. Um, hopefully, to be honest, hopefully this game turns out to be like last night's game with the Packers and the Bears and the Panthers and the Rams, where those games were just like down to the wire, going back and forth. I was like, all of them, it sort of felt like a little slowish going on at the beginning. Uh, I was like, and then they kick it up another notch. He's gonna run out. Nah, he's gonna kneel it down. Cause nationwide is somewhere near. Okay. Honors. Give him the honors. Honors, honors. Give him his honors. Honors, honors. La, 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 la. The Washington. Because I'm saying they got the receivers. I like Thomas Washington and Myers. I was like, got the same. I was like same juice with these Jags. Dang, dang. Yo, Jacoby Myers threw that dude out the. was like, okay, she hype. Uh, man, I wanted them to show Jacoby Myers. He knocked the hell out of Bosa. Bow, bow. I mean, also let's not act like he wasn't over there with the Patriots, where he had to grind his way to the top to be from a quarterback to a receiver. That was a dangerous throw anyway. I thought I was like, man, he's throwing that wrong. Yeah, that wasn't a good throw. Yeah. I didn't like. I was like, as soon as I seen him throw it, I was like, that's not good. It wasn't gonna make it anyway, but I was like, he threw it a little bit too much air. I I hate that. I was like, that's the wrong time for that play. If it had been like third and short, I'd be like, it would have been second and short. Or if you would, I was like, he ain't really set the draw. Like you got to move because you can't pass. But I was like, yeah, I was like, there's always timing in some plays, of course, that what makes a play caller. But yeah, then you want to go there back with a kick? Nah, nah. Oh, the 3-man rush. You Travis White, he had like a second win on the team. He was staring him down too. Yeah, I was like but he was staring at him the whole time. He was staring at him the whole time. I mean, like yes, he had him, but I was like, yeah. I thought he should have ran just because I was like, yes, it's zone and they seeing him, but it's only a 3-man rush, so this really like what's stopping him at that point. Like so, but I was like they missed. I was like I think they missed a good opportunity, but their defense been holding what's his name, dumb face for a while, pretty well. So I was like, you're not really too bad about giving up three. I like you just don't want them to sort of score, and then all of a sudden, oh no, they've scored. You know, but I was like, feel like it's not the same thing of uh talking about the Jaguars. I was like the Jaguar Bills game in the same way it was like the mother game. Mother game, it felt more like okay, stuff to talk about. Whereas here, it's kind of just like Trevor Lawrence versus Josh Allen. Josh Allen's gonna get the hell of benefit of the doubt, crazily all the time. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. I was like, but I don't think he would really get anything too much. I was like, as long as he played fairly well, nobody's gonna trip on him like that. So I was like, he's in good hands. Have it your way. I don't think that like no matter which team sort of gets out of here, don't. I'm like, who gets further down in the, going towards the Super Bowl. I mean, I think it really sort of depends on if it's you know, the Texans and the Steelers. And I guess you got. I mean, of course, got to see the rest of the games or whatever. What bullshit they gonna say? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. They always fire with their animators. I like them. I don't know. I was like, it's just goofy and it's silly, but I always like them. Especially because, like, a lot, because I was like, I always hate that just because you turn into an adult, everything's supposed to be colors of, like, gray and black and white, and there ain't no supposed to be no color, no fun. You're an adult now. Hmm. It's like, man, I gotta hear about that. Man, he already done thrown the ball 23 times. That's crazy. Let me ride my bicycle. All right, like, I mean, you got to still, even though they're not got them. I'm gonna say, even though they're not being successful in running the ball, you still got to run the ball in order to get the team to still know that you will run the ball. He, I think he almost would have had the tight end. And I was like, it took a while for Josh Hines Allen, my bad, to actually be like as good as he is now. Which I mean, yeah, I guess my point is that like I was like they actually took their time with him. Like he showed enough that they're willing to keep up with him. Because I was like they're like like Kavion Chasen that they drafted in the first round a few years ago. I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess he wasn't producing in the way that obviously that they needed, but they also just like was like done with him. They just sort of got rid of him. I swear to God, I hate this fucking game sometimes. Um, Run back, oh, never mind. He shanked the kick. He shanked the kick. My bad. Let me ride my bicycle. Yeah, he flipped it up. They're gonna give him a close field to deal with. They haven't been able to run the ball either. To be like, it's not like ETN's been carving them up either. So it's not, So what what I'm saying. Like the Bills' defense has actually been playing fairly well. I was like, it ain't like they're just eating on them. Man, what is it? Something bit me? Jesus Christ! 'Cause that is like what a creature bites you. A raw, raw. Uh, I'm like, Jesus is the way. Because he shows you you're going to get a Sunday. Oh, man, that actually worked because it does work. Jesus on a Sunday going to give you a Sunday. Hmm. I was like, bars. How we got to look at these things? Bars. My guy, bars. I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't feel like we get the same. I was like, everybody get the same commercials. You know, everybody lives in different places, stuff like that. So I feel like I was like, I guess I got to be some commercials that are different, and we're not all getting the same universal uh, ones. I mean, outside like Super Bowl or something like that, right? Um, I got all the time about this like that lady that was just over here making like the sushi and all that other stuff, and I was like, she got really dedicated with doing that in a way that I'm like, nah, I'm not about to do all that. I'm like, I'm doing too much, but it looked good though. Looked good. If I had the necessary amount of will and energy to do so, I was like, one might do it. Ain't nothing to it. Ugh. Yeah, I was like, yeah, people talk about Josh Allen, and they'll talk about, oh, you know, him. He doesn't have anyone to throw to, and I think that is so wrong, just because I'm like, how many teams? I'm like, yeah, does he have a number one receiver? No, but I mean, the number one receiver, I also feel like depends. Like for instance, on Detroit, the number one receiver is Amon St. Brown, works mainly from the slot as a slot receiver. Who's their number one receiver? Oh, like Khalil Shakir, who I think they should probably just actually use a lot more, and they don't use him in the same way. I'm like, but as they do like with Amaron and whatnot. I'm like, if they did, I think that their offense would be better. Also, sometimes we could talk about that Josh Allen and his playing style. Like, yes, when he sits there in the pocket and he's able to throw, yeah, but guess what? His when he starts to go in the scrambling mode or whatever, guess what? That's a different way than like for instance Lamar is or Patrick Mahomes scramble. I like the receiver doesn't really have the same type of I was like, kind of like with like Mahomes and with Lamar a little bit, their receivers are able to stay a little bit more on their routes, whereas Josh Allen, since he's doing a lot more backyard stuff, what they talk about Patrick Mahomes doing, I was like, his receivers got to like do a lot more comeback and stuff like that to compare to Mahomes. That his receivers go more out toward. I miss who they said. That's a nice pass, right in the big biscuit. That's a nice pass. No, that's just a good throw. They talking about the coverage, but that's just really just a good throw. Yeah, yeah, that was a good play there. That was a good play. I don't think you'd be too mad at that. I don't think you feel a momentum shift. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on between the two teams enough to really be like, do you feel that momentum shift? Do you feel there's a different presence? Do you feel the or? No, there's nothing going on here right now. I was like, it's been pretty steady to be honest. Like even though the Bills messed up on that I was like, but they got to themselves in the 3rd and 20 through penalties and all that other stuff. It's been pretty even. Like Trevor Lawrence, they haven't had like a crazy big play. Their biggest play was actually the play right before half to try to get the kick. Other than that, it's been a little bit here and there. Like ETN haven't really broken off for nothing crazy. I was like, there hadn't really been any like crazy passes. Like he's been making some good passes in the windows and stuff, but there hasn't been anything crazy to be like, ooh, this feels like it. Like if it was like through like maybe like 2 or 3 consecutive big pass, big pass, then sure I would be like, oh man, the momentum shifting. But I'm like, Like now the momentum. I was like, now you can start saying how they keep knocking these third down. But before that, it just kind of just been like it been bland. It been like it been okay. You know, like that. Like that's a really good pass. Cause I was like, cause as soon as uh the blitzer came past him, I was like, oh man. I was like, Trevor Lawrence going to hold us a little bit too long, and he probably not going to run, which he should do. He should run. Oh, oh, hit man. He should have cut inside. He had it. He would have cut inside. That's crazy. It's already the fourth quarter. It's crazy. It's already the fourth quarter. Wait, who? Oh, like who's the late night game? To be Bills in San Francisco, right? It should be because it's gonna be crazy if it's not. I was like, because I'm like, man, y'all asking the kid way too much. Go in, guy. You can do this. You can do this, my guy. Man, that wind is going crazy. Crazy. Okay, now I was like, man, this game has felt like this game has totally felt like it's going by hella fast. Like it does. I don't know how to explain it because it felt like the game is moving so slow in itself. Like the Packers game and the other like all of them games were like sort of like going back and forth. This one feels really slow during the game. That it's like, oh, we're already in the fourth. Okay, we're already in the fourth quarter. That's kind of crazy. What a burger! Don't have one of them here, so I don't know what this what a burger has to do with taste. But rock you. Cause we will rock you. Come on, bro. Got him. Yeah. See, thank you. Like some of the receivers be over here, be like, bounce, bounce, bounce. It's like, yo, this go north, get north and south there, buddy. He like, Yeah, that is helpful. Look, now it's a third and one, and you can do whatever you want to. You can do a quarterback tush. You can fake it. What are they gonna do? Oh, they got the first down here, buddy. You that big body, big body, big body. To be honest, I'll do a read option. I couldn't figure out what the name of that thing was all last night. I was like, quarterback, quarterback, quarterback keeper. I didn't even say keeper. I could have got away with keeper. Quarterbacks What? And I was like, read option. Jeez. That's what I would do. I would quarterback option. I would have did that. I was like, they do quarterback draw. They do quarterback draws, and I was like, that's not what I'm talking about. Also, I think it's better for him to go to the side to deal with those DBs than it is to deal with them big ass linemen. But I just think it's better. I just think it's easier to run if you either do straight up read or if you're over here trying to figure out. Uh, yeah, when like in this passing situation, if he runs, okay, and that's a touchdown, 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 hey, touchdown, touchdown, hey, bow, bow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get a tutty. Get a tutty on them hussies. Yeah, I was like, no, that was a good pass. That's a good pass. Yeah, I agree. They said whoever wins this game has a shot at the Super Bowl. And I was like, yeah, this is one of my. I was like on this AFC side. I was like, because I was like Jacksonville. They're playing really good enough that it's like, okay, that makes sense. Uh, I was like Josh Allen, of course. The whole Superman thing. Um, but I think whoever wins between Houston and Pittsburgh, because obviously Houston got a crazy defense and their offense has been clicking a lot better here lately. But also, sort of the same thing. It's similar to Josh Allen, but not that. If the Steelers win, it's sort of got that like fairy tale booking, blah 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 kind of way thing. Damn it, he fumbles. I knew it. I was like, he was engaged too long with the. He was engaged too long with the stiff arm. Anyway, all right, now was the Bills' turn, and guess what? They're not in a situation where they can let anything slide, my boy. And they're going to have to come out to play. La playa awaits. That's what we all say here, buddy. Come on over, baby. And he just going right to the front stop. Going to the moon. To the moon. We all get pizza. All right, let's see if they got something in the bag. That's how you know it's warm. They over here in the pool and stuff like that, and it's cold as hell out here. Hologar. I was like, all right, kid getting a little jiggity with it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get jiggy with it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Man, look at it. It could be 20 to 7, 13 right now. But no, had I missed a kid. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get jiggy with it. No, 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 no. It's actually crazy that that kind of after Travis Hunter, maybe because they were trying to feed it to him too much, maybe trying to use him too much. I don't know, but that their offense get clicking even more. I mean, I guess they're gonna know real quickly on who. I'm like, who has it right? He gonna sit down on it. Sit down on it. Yeah, I'm like, I now I say it out loud. That does sound kind of wild. Man, that win is getting ass. But it too shall pass. Oh, okay. Look at that. I ain't know it focused like that. I know there's a lot of shine on it. Can they get him going? Get him going, going, going. Y'all don't have to play bad. I was like, they just the team just ain't got nothing going for it right now. That's all. Like I said, it's moving at a molasses pace, even though it's already game about done. Oh man, that's some blast from the past. Man, that when football was great. I mean, it's really good right now. Man, I was like that one of them Josh Allen bullshitters. I mean, you can't take a sack, but it's also like I was like, I mean, he had to throw it, but when your running back's not looking, but the defender is, that's a potential for disaster. Cause that would have been an interception. That would have been one of them ugly ones. Hey, that was a good throw. I don't understand why they don't like bite on them a lot because I was like, you've seen where he was going. You've seen it with just with the sticks. Yeah, I was like, I feel like they could have. He could have seen it coming more. So what I'm trying to say. Does Josh? He's having a very efficient game, guys. Probably like at like 80%. See now that's a good put. That's a good pass. Oh, I was like, but he ain't got nobody to throw to. He ain't got nobody to throw to. And I was like, I was like, hey, Pat, stuff where things just do. Oh, man, he was setting his dude up to die. Man, he was setting up his guy to. Yeah, catch that ball despite it going to hurt like hell. You're right. I mean, one, you should catch it because if you're going to get hit, you might as well catch it. But it's also like, yes, my quarterback throws balls that where I'm going to get fucked up. Man, they got Shavers. They got Cooks. Oh man, see that man? They act like they were that far away. They ain't even that far away. Where was that dude going on defense? Like, I know they're not gonna really show it again, but where was that defensive dude going? Like he ran, he instead of going toward the island, he ran this way and then ran that way, and I was like, bruh. It didn't even like he got turned around or nothing. I was just like, bruh. Oh man. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, but he don't have nobody to throw to, guys. He don't have any weapons. Might be fourth. Mm. No, 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 no. And they say, yeah, 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 yeah. On the bottom, and I see it in your eyes. Yeah. Yeah, he's short. It's just like that. It's a microcosm so short, but that dude's short. Yeah, I was gonna say he's short, but you know what it feels like? It's like one of the things where it's like you're short, but I'd rather just have the first down than well, I was gonna say video game wise, just give him the first down than anything. But the in real life, yeah, go ahead, take more time off the clock. It makes them waste more time, all that type of stuff. I like the commercial. And Doug. Nippity bibbity. Bibbity lippity. Bibbity lippity. What's kind of crazy is that Doug and the security guards both are wearing yellow in a way that's kind of like, would you know that he's not on your team? How do you know he's not chasing after the emu? I mean, he is chasing after the emu. How you know he ain't chasing after the emu to help y'all? I guess that's what I'm getting at. Best part of being a marshal is the marshal in your cup. That's crazy. That part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Yep. I'm like, and they're gonna go with the tush push. Man, that's crazy. Which is crazy that they do a tush push where it's like, just do a quarterback sneak with his big ass. Okay, I was like, all right, y'all could stop showing it, I guess. Oh, he got the tutty. He got the tutty. See, look. Oh, he ain't got nobody to throw to. Oh, that's two tight ends. I want to see how it actually look. Cause I was like, that look confused. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, okay, that's one of them quick, good passes. Look at that. He over here putting his big boy pants on. Look at that. Now everybody can be happy, right? Wait. I was like, I ain't hear what he said. He said something about something before the NFL. Crazy thing is, I don't even think old boy had. I was like, I know he let him go because that's the zone that they were playing, but he didn't even really seem like he had to. And to be honest, the only the only reason you can't really play man because Josh Allen's going to be able to scramble, but Josh Allen, I mean, but I was like, but playing man is actually how you sort of have to beat the Bill because I was like, he's good really against zone and stuff. I was like, those receivers work pretty well with zones. I was like, they're not man beaters. I was like, that's the thing. All right, we're going to see if Allen and them can score. Seeing what they're willing and how they're able to do. That's crazy. Booyah! Four. Big, shiny, big wide. Is that the power move? It's it. Yay! Yay! Ah. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. I was trying to see. It was like, get a good kickback or not. Dun, 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 dun. That's Gabe Davis. Damn. Mainly because I just hate seeing that type of stuff. Like I like it's one of the things where it's just kind of like man. Well, especially for him, considering the fact that I was like, he entered last year at this time, having a chance to redirect some wrongs. That sucks. I was like, that sucks. Oh, he about to break that one. He about to break that one, boy. Dang, that would have been a touchdown. Crazy that he gonna pretty much be afraid and they don't franchise tag him. Man. Oh, I was like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. See now, I was like, now I feel like what the plan you wanted to have. Like, do you want to go down the field meticulously, or like ETN would have did that big play? Cool. That would have still left Allen with a whole bunch of time to get back on the clock. Do you want to take enough time off the clock that if you tie it up, you tie it up. If you score, you score. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tie it up, I mean, obviously with less than enough time that he has to get down the field, sure, blase, blase. But it's probably good ish. Run with your legs, my guy. Man, I was gonna say that's pass. That's PT, PI, PI. I was gonna say PTI, and I was like, that's a show, buddy. Automatic first down. Mm, mm, mm. But I mean, not for that one. Milano did sort of like with the I was like with the other guy. They coming. Nah, you ain't gonna get a flag alert really for that one. There's really no flag for that one. I was like, yo, that boy strong. I was like, they did all right. They did all right, all right, all right. Man, and I was like, that thing was hanging in the air. That thing was hanging in the air too. Yeah, let's see. You know, and the crazy thing too is that if he would have if he would have been able to step in the pocket, that would have been a touchdown. He would have been able to actually throw that guy. He got a little something. The right. He got enough there. That's crazy. They actually got like a good amount of like receiver with Parker Washington, like Jacoby Myers, Brian Thomas. I was like Travis Hunter next year. I was like because I was like, and then they don't need to trade Brian Thomas. I like it was like I was like I know like people were asking about, but I was like I think that they actually was talking about like he be on the trade block. No, listen, that's not. Keep your four receivers with your quarterback. They're all like, and I was like I don't know what Parker Washington contract situation is, but I don't think it's at the level of you gotta pay this man. But also, if you do, who else are you really paying? Everybody else is on a rookie contract. See, right here, you real. I was like, I think it's third down, right? 3rd and 1. Go ahead and get the first down, and guess what? Now you're at the point where, hey, yo, he got it, and guess what? Now that clock about to tick, 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 boom. Yeah, now it's gonna be interesting to see how they play the. Like I said, do you slow and steady this? Because you at least got the field goal in the bag, or do you just you went with touchdown? You went with the touchdown. Okay. I was like, I wonder. Well, I was like, how you gonna do? I was like, I mean, look, you gotta take the touchdown when you got the touchdown. Like you just got to. But I guess at the same time, I'm like, man, do you would I try to get more time off the clock? But the problem is, you two get too much time off the clock, you also yourself over. Because at 4 minutes, say you would have taken this down, they could have taken this down to about two something. But you would have basically been at the point of scoring a touchdown or kicking a field goal. And the thing is, you don't want to kick a field goal. So you want to save the field goal for yourself to have it in the back, but not them. Because if they just need a field goal, you're going to lose. But if you say the field goal for yourself, I mean they have to score at least. What? I don't understand what that had to do with anything. Tender, juicy. But yeah, no. So you always want to keep the field goal in your back pocket. 'Cause the thing is, Jacksonville, they control their destiny at this point. I was like, they could either I was like they could get the field goal, tie it up, boom. If not, you have another chance at a touchdown, all that other stuff. Where the Bills have no choice now. They have no choice. So I was like, I think it's fine that they scored this early without taking a little bit more time off the clock. You don't want to screw yourself. That's that. You got to think 3 steps ahead before they even thinking for. Um, NFL shop.com. Whoa, man, that thing looked crazy at that point. Man, that's crazy. How he doesn't. What was that? I just might. A little bit after me, but pop, day. Pop. Hey, pop. Hey. I was like, hey, that was it was. All right, Ray Davis, what you gonna do? Funk, no. Duval. I'm like, told you that Trevor Lawrence can play him pretty even. Thought it was gonna be an introception. 10, and I'm been a winner. Tick, boom. Dun. Yeah! I'm not alone. See that, and this is what you want. You want the fact that they got it. Hey, look, that clock, click, tick. Like, yeah, they gotta move fast and stuff like that, but they still got a lot of time in the world. Nope, that's fourth. That is fourth down. That is fourth down, brother. I was like, they're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's be honest. Ooh, he got it. He got it. They only cause they call the whistle based on how they feel. Like the whistle should have been stopped, but they let it keep going. Because the thing is, like he became stagnant enough that you stop it. But tush push, I'm like tush push is always this always makes it difficult, and it makes it difficult with Allen compared to like Jalen Hurts, is because Jalen Hurts, I was like since he's low and he gets through. Josh Allen's so big that he sort of has to see like keep grinding out the yard. He can't. I was like, yeah, he could sort of slide underneath, but he's also so big that he sort of that's why he always has to sort of go to a side or whatever. Yeah, make sure to give it to old boy Josh Anthony Allen. I don't know why I did that. I was always thinking about how they say John Anthony Felix Senior or whatever. How does that happen, bro? How does that happen? You had a free blitzer and somehow he was able to be let go? That's crazy. That's crazy that you had a free. First of all, and that dude should jump. I think when you are that wide open to hitting the quarterback, you need to jump. Cause I was like, you're not going. Cause I was like, the free shot that you're thinking you're going to get can also just be a penalty. Okay. Um. I want to see that movie. To be honest. Woo! Bringing home the bacon. I was like, Rachel McAdams. That's her name. Mm-mm. Shit. Oh man. All right. So now they're. I was like, I mean, they still got to score a touchdown, so it's not. They still got to do what they need to do. Grind, grind. Hey, gang. Um, they've been pretty good this year with the hype tape for the playoffs. They've been. I like. They're probably one of the better ones they've had this year. One of the hype tape. Man, I ain't never realized they were that close. It's kind of one of them things now where it's like, dang, now you in. Don't get me wrong, but you also got like one of the best kickers. Like he missed it. He could still boot it from far. Yeah. That's crazy. Like why? Like Newsom had been a liability. Like what purpose? What purpose do you have to do that? Even if you think you got the safety over, like what are you stopping? There's two people down in the flat. You take your ass with them. Like man, they're gonna. Oh, like, and they're about to. They're gonna just be here, win or lose with Allen. They're not. I mean, they're not strained on time, but I mean, but that's only. But they still got to score. That's why I'm like, yeah, okay, they're not strained on time. That's only if you feel like they're going to fucking score. Huh. Doesn't matter. They got four downs to do it. Why are they acting like that is not? That is, he didn't get anywhere close. No. No, he didn't get it. Yeah, I was like, what? Like, why are y'all over here trying to give the benefit of the doubt? Like, this one's easy. I was like, all right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Gonna go, let's go. And this is it for both teams because I was like, Jacksonville timeout will be taken. That's crazy, man. What? What? That's not Josh Allen. They picked that bitch up. No, he's down right there. That's bullshit. That is bullshit if I've ever seen one. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Yeah, and just let him score pretty much. Oh yeah, just let him score. Just let him score at this point.
Yeet.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, you. I was like, there's no choice here. There was no purpose. Like, yeah, they were going to score a touchdown either way, so you let that go by. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We will see how it ends to be. My girl.
Yeet.
What they gonna do? Hopefully, they get enough. They get a good enough return. They get a good enough return. You know what's crazy is all these games. That I told you. I said that. What I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets like to like 24, 23 or something like that, or something like or whatever. I said they're just gonna sneak up on you with it. And look, just like all the other games, it is basically here on the last little. All right. I just didn't like the way he did it. He ran out that thing slow. I'm like, go north or south, dog. Like you ain't got the speed to go sideways. Wow. Wow. Davis White been killing it. Wow. And damn, we don't even get the excitement. And he had to do downfield. He had Washington downfield too. That's crazy. You'll hear though, I was like, it was all Josh Allen. Josh Allen did it. I was like, it was a team game. That's what they needed. Man, you see that they already talking about it. Don't try to say it's a watered down win just because. Like, damn. I was like, y'all already coming out the
Yeet.
woodwork with it. I was like, that's why. That's why how it. And you know what's crazy is this is the third game where it ends frustrating. And what I mean by frustrating is just it's like it wasn't a chance. The Panthers, they did stupid play calling that didn't give them a chance. The Packers, stupid play calling that didn't give them a chance. Here, they immediately threw an interception that didn't give them a chance. It'd be one thing you got it down and it's like, oh, the field goal missed or whatever, or like fourth down. I was like they need 8 yards to get the field goal range. You know the excitement was already taken out. But it is what it is. All right, well, I was like, be back for another stream possibly. Out.